Hey everybody, welcome to HBCU Original. This is your host, Vince, and welcome to Spotlight. We also like to thank today's show for being sponsored by the NAWBL.
Sponsored by Next Level Amateur Men's and Women's Basketball League. Want to be a sponsor? Email us for more info. Now back to the show.
And now we want to introduce a special guest we have today, a former student alumni from Delaware State University out of Dover, Delaware, Mr. Anthony Holloway, extraordinary, multi-talented, all types of intergalactic works, I call it. This gentleman is an educator, motivator, and sports novelist. We'll let him go ahead and introduce Mr. Holloway. How you doing today?
Peace, Vince. How's everything? I'm out here.
Great, great. Go ahead and tell the guests about yourself today, if you can.
Well, I've been working on a sports agency. Helping young people aspire to have make their dreams come true. As far as getting them into collegiate, um, good collegiate offers, to where they can, get some academic and financial awards to play the sport of their choice. Doing trainings, students and players. College tours, um, just entertainment sector, fashion, arts, entertainment, music showcases, helping people get signed to the small, big labels, magazine works. Did a couple movie events and, worked on market promotions for some movies, in Philadelphia. Just trying to, be an intricate part of the city and helping bridge the gap between, the um, major mainstream and the small business or person who never had a chance. Dell State uh, taught me how to kind of tie it all together, put it all together, and how important the dynamic it is to be able to kind of create your own lane so that you can be in demand for the things that you know how to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of where it all is in the mix. Basically sports, music, fashion, culture, entertainment, and arts. With fly twist of business on top of that.
And so, coming from Delaware State University, I know it can be a transition, for a lot of the viewers who may not know where Delaware State is located, small town in Dover. Um, can you assess the trip, the transition from Philadelphia to small town Delaware, um, and just happen to, map your way through that situation as a young man, um, the obstacles you may have faced?
Okay. Coming from Philly to Dover, Delaware, it was very different since it's like, it's basically down south, right close to the Mason Dixon line. And during that time,
Yeah, that makes
during
you
that
Dixon.
during that time, you ain't from these parts around here, boy. What you doing around
Right.
here? So we had to stay right
And
there on campus, and it was Dell State College back then. Now it's Dell State University. They didn't brought the whole town over, so it was gorgeous. Like once you step in Dover, it's all Delaware State, like the whole entire town. And it's a tourist, you know, national tourist area. They do the Indy 500 down there. Everybody go down there into the casinos. Dover Downs is extremely big. They got the national race every year, and just being a part of that experience, watching people come from all over the country to Dover, little old Dover. But
a
Dell
lot of
State
people
in
don't even know
itself,
that.
yeah, but Dell State in itself, just so many different people from all over. It's just not just like you would think it would just be like Delaware, Philly, New York and Jersey. Oh, everybody come from everywhere. So like Maryland, DC, Virginia was prevalent. You got people from down south, Alabama, Florida students. It was a very, very multicultural situation there. People come from all over, just all these black beautiful, kings and queens, just all coming together, all types of sororities or frats, and seeing that for the first time. It was like school days. It literally was. Everybody out in the yard, all the different fraternities and sororities, everybody stepping, strolling,
Yeah.
everybody on the different plots, everybody just outside, just hanging around, talking. You know, uh, Guys playing basketball, getting shots up, girls double dutch and jump roping and kind of stepping, and you know people standing around being pretty and cute, and everybody
Yeah.
trying to talk and build relationships with each other, like everybody trying to holler at each other, to be honest with you. Dell State a party school, so our
Yeah.
homecomings was crazy. Everybody know about Dell State. Like, we the party school, but everybody is extremely brilliant, and we took education and academics. We hold high value of that. Took it extremely serious. And everybody at Dell State is hustlers. So most of the people that that come out of Dell State, they entrepreneurs, like doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what facets, like, that's one thing that and it was self-made down there. Like, the brother and the sisterhood. Shout out to all the fraternities and sororities. All those Greeks, those letters meant something. They kind of guided the way to making sure that we were self-made. So basically, if you wasn't pledging, and you wasn't pledging and a part of that family, then that means that you was doing your own thing, because everybody was in competition with each other, as far as everybody wanted to be that boy, everybody wanted to be the baller, that type of thing. So the cars was important. With the sneakers you had on your feet, the gear, your swag, all that was important. New York, DC, everybody got their own different culture. You could look at somebody and tell they right from DC, or they got the blue jeans on with that brown Tim. You know what I'm saying, with the rugby polo shirt buttoned
Yeah.
all the
Delaware
way
State.
up with the
Yeah.
temple fade. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the New York boys with the fatigue on. You know what I'm
That was the
saying?
old
And
days. It definitely had its own. It's funny because it had its own culture. It was
yeah,
a tight knit university. It almost reminded you of like a one big high school where everybody came together. Like, it was pretty interesting. But then you also mentioned about a lot of the students are being very educated, and you yourself becoming an educator. You can tell the guests about that. So it's all about party and having fun, but you can have fun and still be come out to be successful at yourself. You become an educator, teaching kids. In fact, over roughly, you had a thousand kids come through your
yeah,
program, and we'll touch base on that as well.
yeah. My own personal program, definitely thousands of children come through my program, personally, that I actually work with and tutor to help. And over the years, been doing this for almost 3 decades. Strong at it, 20 years plus as a lead teacher. Physical education, health and safety. I also academic teacher, the whole curriculum. Catholic school, eighth grade teacher, seventh grade teacher for years, charter school teacher for years, public school, district, just for years, working in the counties, the inner cities, you know, um, mental health, working, in the mental health, my background is psychology, with the mindset and the focus of forensics, for psychology, and academic curriculum and instruction for education. Just seeking to be a world leader and to make a difference. So
Let me ask you a question about that too. I know all this, the history, and a lot of this ties into what you're doing now. It's like a beginning, and now it's coming into an end game for you, as far as putting together professional. I guess you would call it a professional media platform, and also a sports platform for athletes, like you said, who have had a past and they've come you know down a long road themselves, and you're just guiding them to bigger and better things. So um, the program that you run now, is that more geared to the high school students or just college students, or would it be a mixture? Is it a little bit younger. Can you explain to the people about the program?
Well, actually, it's an all call. That's the beautiful part about it. So we have something for everybody. We don't, you come to us because you have dreams and you're looking to turn them into reality. And all we do is just give you small. We create a plan. We create small goals and we tackle those goals one by one to get you to your destination. So, if you're in high school and you're trying to make that high school team, and you got cut last year, you really want to make that team, you'll come to us. We will train you up, with our PIAA coaches, you know, um, specializing in development fundamentals, and then we have, strength and conditioning coaches that get them right, and just teach them all the things that they need with the open runs, put them in tournaments and put them in AAU and like work with them one on one to get their levels up so they can make their high school team. Same thing as far as, a kid that's already on the varsity team, starting. We're going to teach that athlete how to
That's right.
score 20, 30 points,
That's
a
right.
game, average that, and
They
then
need it.
also do the college recruit with them, sit down with his parents to make sure, we try to find somewhere for him to go to play college, sports, he or she, the deals, the offers, the right school for them, and continuously training with the one-on-one type of thing, and even get them landed there settled and good. We have the outlet now to get them to play overseas, play professional. Like proof is already in the pudding. We have young people that's playing overseas right now. Went to Rutgers that came from, my program and the charter schools that I worked at and trained, and trained with these kids in seventh grade now, 12th grade, getting them, they're winning the state championship, in sports and then going on to a full ride to college, graduating with honors and then going overseas and playing and actually doing good. And what's funny, what resonates the most about me with that is like this particular student didn't play sports, just one of these,
Wow.
kids just kind of hang around. I just, saw something in him like, yo, you should try this. And then they decided to see how fast he was and then put him in jumping class, where we do a flight class to teach you how to jump. Now this kid, is 3 feet over the rim, with his elbow. Like this kid is just doing, some amazing things. And that's why he is overseas. And that's the kind of things we do. We start him K through 4. We got clinics, teaching how to play Little League. We got the middle school, getting them ready to, play 8th grade varsity and kind of dominate, we the game changers. So we teaching you, the kid, how to be the best, intrinsically motivating them, or the adult, how to be able to, go overseas and perform, get paid. That's what you do. We
Let me ask
got
you a
all
question too. Just chiming in on that. I didn't, let me just chime in on also about getting paid in today's climate, the NIL. Can you explain to that and how that might be helpful to people you actually coach and mentor? Is that a good thing or a negative thing?
well, I
Um,
believe it's a beautiful thing. I believe it's a beautiful thing. I believe this NIL is a great thing. And actually, I have a client now that I'm working on trying to get an NIL deal. The kid is a viral sensation, 1 million views, changing the face, helping a, to be a part of changing the face of the culture in women's
mm,
sports, with 1 million views. Why should that athlete that's in college not be compensated, for um, having the savvy to be able to wow the world? They all come into that college. That's a lot of showcase. So if people are gonna go buy that jersey, yeah, that the athlete should be compensated. 100,000 100,000 jerseys sold at $40. I think that would be great for a player to be able to get a part of that. A big part of that, just for the simple fact that they're bringing in that net worth, a product being able to come and be able to sponsor their product through a college student, You know, when right now college is elite, like college is extremely exciting. You know, it that's the people's sport. And I believe that it just benefits the school because it's just going to bring students more opportunity to want to go to college, want to play sports, and it's giving them an idea of saying, "Hey, I could do it, and here's my outlet." So if you're good enough,
Yeah,
no
definitely.
matter how big, how small, you can get some type of deal. So basically, it's just a product that is the athlete becomes the face of the product, the brand ambassador, and we get and
Right.
can get compensated for it, which is very important.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to a gentleman from, I believe it was A&T. Um, what was it, North Carolina A&T. So now the problem he was saying with the NIL, a lot of the black colleges may not get the money deserved because they're HBCUs, and they may be talented, but you know, a lot of the people who are vendors and advertisers, they may not come their way. They may not even see those type of deals, but they are just as talented as the individuals from the Division One schools or the Dukes of the world, the Arizonas. Um, like how do you see them getting money as well? Like you know, for some of the HBCUs, Howard University, Grambling, Dell State, Bowie State, and on and
Well,
on and on.
because I'm HBCU all day, you know, and we trying to get on the map as far as it's not mainstream, it's HBCU, so
Right.
it has its own lane. So the beautiful thing about the NIL deal is it doesn't matter how big or how small the brand is. So it's just about the HBCU representatives with their major platform reaching out to these companies and basically, you know, um, advertising and showcasing, their
Mm.
talent and bartering deals so that their athletes can get, the same love
Right.
because I just gotta keep it 100. Like an NIL deal is it's not about you. It's it's not about the NIL deal is not about the college. Just keep it 100. It's about the athlete. And if the athlete, is good and the athlete is putting in work and the athlete is what the world want to see, what I'm saying? Not just how
Definitely.
good you are, the world got want
Yeah.
to see it. So the views, like who are you? What circuit are you on? Like it don't matter if you could score 60 points. That don't mean you get an NIL deal. No. Do you got a million views? That's what they want to know. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So when we give you these sneakers to put on, what I'm saying? We give you these brand new sneakers. There's a million people going to see them. That's the difference. Game changers, the trendsetters. Shout out to the K, the trendsetter. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the difference. That's what NIL deal. Who like look at what's your girl Reese? Why she like everybody wants to
Yeah.
see her, so she's going to get an NIL deal. But you got other people who's not as popular who score more points, have you know bigger averages, but they're looking
Yeah.
for the X factor. So NIL deals about the X factor, and they're gonna come to you. So that means that your social media is blowing up. Like you're viral. If you're not viral, we're not talking NIL deal. That's what it's about. Viral sensations and making those athletes dream come true. So I'm all for it.
It's
You just
funny you
gotta
said
put
that
the
because
work in.
you know, and that's real funny you said that because there's two athletes, you know, who just came from North Carolina A&T who are Olympians. I mean, we're the best in the world at you know the quarter mile, and they really didn't get that promotion. It's funny, you know, he won the NCAA's. He was at the Olympic trials, and these guys still didn't, you know, get the recognition that they deserve.
Mm.
You're talking about the fastest man on the planet in a quarter
Mhm.
mile at the time. You know, this was just like last year, the year before that. So,
But
um,
see, real quick though. So this is where I back up. So when you're an elite athlete, number one, you sign with a sports agent. So we shouldn't be having this conversation. So like, who's the sports agent that he's with? Who are they signed to? And that's the key. And that's where we go. Like
yeah,
from there. So like they're not like if you're not on the you have to be a part. You have to be on the circuit. Like you have to be on the circuit. If you're not on the circuit and you're under the radar, then that's what happens. Flat out, period. And so that's where like then that like to time our programming. our program is like we're sitting like where's the parents? Where's the mentors? Where's the coaches? Why is nobody calling nobody? Why is nobody making sure that this is getting done? Why is this person not signed to a sports agency? Like if you already don't know, like your support team is supposed to know what you have on your hands, you know what I'm saying, and get them the deal. You need an agent. And if you're not in the circuit and you're just under the radar, then what do you expect? I mean, that's like saying, like you, the one of the smartest people in the books, and why you not a lawyer? Well, you didn't go to law school, okay? You
Yeah,
didn't fill out the
yeah,
application. You ain't fill out the
yeah,
application to go to law school, and you know, what I mean, I know some poets. I know some very
yeah.
smart individuals, some scholars, and never went to college, didn't graduate from high school, well, because they didn't apply, like flat out period. So it's it's the fault of the the circle. It is what it is. It's a fault of the circle, and this is why it's very important for us to, you know, have these elite dynamic programs where when someone comes walking through your door, you
Mhm.
know, and this is why I started my own thing because some I don't I don't think it's fair that the ball gets dropped because an institution didn't do what they should have did for an athlete is why I started our own program, and that's our mission. Because how are you one of the fastest people in the world, but you don't have an NIL deal? Like, how does that make sense? And so, like, at the end of the day, that right there is a direct stab towards the agency. Who's the sports agent that didn't do the deal? But then why would you sign with that sports agent? Like,
Definitely.
what's their background? Who did they sign? Who are they working with? And that's just what's all important. So, you know, it's all like we spotlight in series on you got to handle your business as far as your agent. You got to know your business, go to school, study your business, and handle your business. And put a team around you that know what they're doing so that you can be successful. Or what are you doing this for?
You hear that, athletes? Know your business. Now, for you guys who would like to get in touch with Mr. Holloway, this information is below. We can also tell you about it. He's located on the Instagram, of course, AdhjJ, Next Level Entertainment, TikTok, AdhjJ Level Entertainment, and Facebook, AdhjFaceMagazine, Face Magazine, Twitter as well. Now, I'm not sure. What's your Twitter account?
At Face Mag, baby.
At Face.
FACEMAG. Face Mag, yeah. And that's Fashion, Arts, Culture, Entertainment magazine. That's
Mhm.
online.
Anything else you want to tell our guests, or for the inspiring young athletes coming up?
Um, just be the best you. Be the
Be
best
the
you.
best you.
Be the best you. Be the best you.
That's what, hey, listen, you already said be the best you. And also, if it's athletes out here who need some guidance, give him a call. His number is at the bottom. His organization is there. You can reach him in all types of sorts of ways. He's looking for athletes who need help or just need guidance to be a part of the team. Okay? That's Mr. Holloway. I'd like to thank Mr. Holloway for coming on today.
Thank
This is
you.
another segment of Spotlight.